All right, good morning, guys. All right, so we're gonna begin by solving this problem first that we started last week. So I already copy pasted the prompt. Okay, so given a 3-digit positive integer, write a function that swaps the first and the last numerically. Okay, all right, and then there's an example. Okay, so let's do the understand. Okay, so what are the inputs? Anything else? Oh, that's it. Only this, right? All right. So and then what is the vocabulary? Identifying the input. Which one? Which part of speech identifies the input? Given, right? This word, right? That's it. Okay. All right. What is the output? Yeah. So basically, we have to return a number with the two ends swapped, right? So I would say, right, number with swap first and last digit, right? Okay. All right. So starting, so in this particular problem statement, there's also some restrictions as well. What are they? There are constraints, right? There are some restrictions or constraints, and usually problem creators add those so that they can make the problem interesting, right? So they add some restrictions so that it's now a little bit more difficult, right? And it's usually in interview type questions in programming, they actually do that. So what is that in here? The restriction? Yeah, you cannot use these, right? You cannot use strings or text manipulation or even math modules. Okay, so basically this, right? So I would say always look for a restriction or a constraint also in your problem prompt, and then isolate them as well. Okay, restrictions, and this is okay. So can't use. All right. Okay. So and let's do, and this is a word-based problem. So you guys should do a manual example. Okay, couple of them. Okay, so let's say the number is to 123, 123, right? What should be written? Yeah, 321, right? 1. So if we take 456, we should return 654. Okay, and this still not complete, right? So we are doing an example, but we still don't know how to, right, do this, right? So let's do this stage by stage. Okay, imagine, so if we have, imagine you isolated 3 and 2 and 1 given 1 2 3. So imagine we have 3 2 1 available. Okay, so how do we generate this output? So this is again hypothetically, you imagine you found a way to get 3 given 1 2 3, 2 given 1 2 3, 1 given 1 2 3. Okay, now how do we generate this output? Ideas? Numerically. No, because you can't do that, right? Because, well, then it only works for this input, right? It has to work for all the inputs, right? It's need to be general, the way mechanism.
So we use modulo and some math, or floor and some math.
Okay. Yeah, so my question is, yes, I think you use them to do get all those 3 digits. So you have that. Imagine that you you have these numbers available to you, these three. So then how do you generate the output?
We assign 3 variables.
Um, that's not my question. My question is, you are assuming you have these three available. How do you get 321? 321? No, then it wouldn't work for any other number, right?
Well, and that's what I'm saying is, I mean, you have to use the math to assign.
Yeah, so what math do we need?
You got to take a number, and then depending on whether it's in the hundreds, tens, or ones place.
Okay, there you go. All right. So basically, we have to generate the number following the principle of the number theory, right? So which basically we actually encountered in the second week, right? Remember, right? You may have even watched the video of anatomy of number, right? I have given a video in instructional resources, right? So basically, so you have to follow basically the anatomy of number, and then create this number, right? So basically, here's the answer, right? So it should be 3 times what? 100 plus 2 times, right? 2 times 10, yep, plus 1 times 1, right, which is 1, right? So basically these are the positions, right? 1 position, 10 position, right? 100 position. So 3 in 321, 3 in the 100 position, 2 in the is in the 10th position, 1 is in the ones position. So if you have these available, these 3 digits like this, then well, this should be our output. We can simply return this. So 50% of the problem now solved. Okay. So then the problem is how to figure out 3 given 1, 2, 3, right? 2 given 1, 2, 3, and 1 given 1, 2, 3. And once we figure that out, the 100% solution is that. Okay. So how do we do that? So how do we calculate 3 out of 123? And 1 out of 123 and 2 out of 123.
I mean, if we floor 321 by 100, that would give us 300.
Okay. So you said floor division? Or is it something else? That we actually learned it in last week, right? So those operators you need. Because if it's flow function, then you can use math module, right? So you can use them. So it should be an operator. What is the operation then? So what division? So I'm going to take this as my first digit and middle digit and last digit. Okay. So first digit equals what? 123.
Divided by.
What division?
So we can't use floor or modulo?
You can use modulo, but flow is not an operator. Okay. So what's the operation? It's a division operation. What type of division operator here? We learned it last week.
Modulo?
No. Integer division, right? So you use basically integer division by 100 and you get 1, right? Okay. So we isolated the first digit. Okay. All right. So and then the last digit. So let's go to last one, which is the next easiest. How do you find the last digit given 123? Last digit?
And what is double backslash? What is
It's we call integer division.
okay.
So basically it's divide, but the discard the fractional part. Okay.
So you integer division by 10.
To get the last digit. So if I divide what should be the divisor then? If I divide by integer division, 1 2 3 divide by what? 1. Then the answer is 123, right? That's not the answer. We should get 3, right? Somehow. So we have see the last digit is 3. That's what I am finding.
Is that modulo?
It's modulo, right? So 123 modulo by what? Three. 3? No. We are looking for 3, right?
What? 10?
10, yeah, 10 is the answer. Why not sure? It should be 10, right? Because 123 modulo 10, get 3, right? And then it got to be the 100 or 10 or something like 10th position thing, because we are dealing with decimal numbers, right? So right, so these values should be something of a 10 always, okay, because we are dealing with decimal numbers, okay. All right, so those are factual or domain knowledge, right? Okay, so how do you take the middle digit?
We integer divide by 10 and then we modulo by 10.
Yes, okay, you got it. Okay, so basically here's how you get there, right? So imagine, so we need 2, right? We need to, given 123, we need to calculate 2, right? But imagine first you have access to 12, you found a way to get 12 out of 123. Imagine that. So then basically the answer is this, right? So 12, right, modulo, right, modulo 10, we get 2, right? So then how do you find 12 given 123? And that gives us the answer, right? So basically this is going to be 123 integer division by 10, right? So this whole thing, that's 12, right? So this whole thing is 12, right? Okay, and then we take the modulo by 10 and we get 2. Okay, all right, so we did one example. Okay, so let's do the same for the other one too, right? So we basically get, so I think it's 6 5 6 comma 5 comma 4, right? Okay, all right, so then basically what we get is like 6 times 100, right, plus 5 times 10 plus think 4 times 1, right? All right, and then the this work out, right? So I'm going to copy paste and then change, guys. Always do couple of example. Why we need to do more than one example?
Make it worse.
To make it,
To make sure that it.
yeah, to make sure, basically we are looking for a pattern, right? So that we can use that pattern in our solution. So to be able to see the pattern, you should at least work out 2 examples, so that you want to see whether it's repeat in the pattern, right? So here is the pattern we're going to use in this class, right? So this, in this problem, so this one pattern is this, right? all of these going to be same, this 100 and this 10 and this one is going to be same for all numbers, okay. And then these calculations also going to be similar, this operator here and this operator here, they are basically going to be constant for all 3-digit numbers that we're going to input to this function, okay. So those are the patterns, okay. All right, so then basically I'm going to change this to 456. All right, and this is going to give me 4, and this is going to yeah, give me 6, and this is going to give me 5, okay. All right, so these are the two workouts. All right, so now we are clear what our code should do, okay, and these are just two particular examples, okay, with these two inputs, okay. So now we can actually ready to, we are basically ready to um, write our plan. And you can see that the match is actually, we encountered a good match for this one, which is in week 2 actually, binary module, right, binary numbers module. All right, we did this part, we encountered this part in that module, if you recall actually, okay. All right, okay, so let's go and write our plan. So we're going to input this number, okay. All right, what should be the step 2? Step 2, basically calculating this one, right, okay. So I would say calculate first digit. I'm going to copy this, I can simply copy the entire line, and then I'm going to change that, guys, so just to save time, okay. Calculate first digit by basically this operation, okay, because that's my input, right, that's my input, 3D positive integer. All right, so step 2 basically, so I'm going to do the step 2, which is the last digit, okay. So calculate last digit by this, right, this one, modulo, right, so modulo by 10, okay. All right, did I, yeah, okay. Okay, so and then the last step, not last, sorry, step 4, calculate middle digit, right, so by this, right, so this example, so basically right, I'm gonna take this, and then it's actually integer division by 10 first, right, and then times modulo, sorry, not modulo by 10, right, modulo by 10, okay. Okay, and what do I have to do now? Step 5, is it should be written actually, okay. So don't print your function, guys, okay. So make sure to return, so return what, return this, right, right, yeah. So basically, so the last digit comes first, right, So I'm gonna copy this and change it accordingly. Okay, return. It should be last digit here. Okay, and then first digit at the end. Okay, and then middle digit in the middle. Okay, all right, and that's it. Return this, and you can see that like this complete solution, guys. Okay, so in even in English. Okay, and you can see that it's kind of will make more sense when you actually write the plan for word based problem like this in English. Okay, so and then what we need to do is just simply translate this and we'll get our code. Okay, so I have done, so let's do that just now. So I'm going to remove this, we're going to come back to that later. Okay, so all right, so I'm going to replace this with this because this is my input. So this is the translation of first line to code. Okay, see that I'm inputting this parameter to my function. All right, and then return not flipped with first and last digits. Okay, all right, and then right here. Okay, so let's translate number 2, calculate first digit by doing that. So you can see that, right, my plan step is really expressive. I can even copy paste this whole thing and change to code really easily. Okay, all right, so just this basically equal, that's it. See that how it's actually really makes sense and easy now, right? The number one reason is that I actually use really expressive name. So I simply use that name in my plan as well, right, in my algorithm as well, but it's English readable, just separated by underscores, right? So right, and then the last digit. So this next step, so translation of step 3. So this equals, so I'm gonna do the same, and this gonna be just equal, oops, right here. Okay, all right, and then the step 4, middle digit. Okay, and equals this, and then we return this whole thing. Okay, all right, okay, so it's time to try this function. So I'm going to show you how we can input. So this is an online kind of, you can think of as online IDE, but it's actually the main purpose is testing a compiler with this tool. But you know, by doing so, they're actually providing this environment for you to code as well. All right, so I'm going to use input function. So I'm going to show you how you can actually use input. So in online IDEs, there are, it's basically the way to input is actually different to each IDE. Okay, and you may have seen there's a tiny box in Google Colab down in the at the bottom, right? And then in Python Sandbox, there's a pop-up box for the input, right? So in here, here's what you have. This is the place to um, get the input. See that it's execution std in. That means std in means standard input. Okay, so usually the standard input is actually the keyboard. Okay, so this is keyboardic. So execution means actually we collect the input while the program running, right? So it's execution. All right, and you can see that over here, right, if you click on this icon, it goes away. So now it's off. So if you want to use this tool and an input using input function, then you have to click that button and get this box. Okay, so let's use the input to collect this 1. So I'm going to say a number equals int input. So I'm going to add a prompt as well, enter number. All right. So and you can see that now it's actually you get this error, right? EOF error. It's because it's now expecting an input, but I am not giving anything here, right? So that's why. So if we add that one, the error should go away. See that? So we are actually inputting now. Okay. So now let's call our function. Okay. So this one. So I'm gonna print this one, and then this number is going to be this guy. Okay. All right. So what do we call this? What's the technical name for this argument? Oh, actual parameter. Okay. And what do we call this? The parameter or the formal parameter. Okay. All right. So so you can see that kind of this is a little bit misleading because this is our output, but it's now saying that this is we entered this one, right? So to avoid that, you can add a empty print over here. Okay. Okay. So it will now appear down line below, like this. Okay. Because it's actually this is part. So this the prompt is going to be part of your output. This prompt. Okay. So understand that the prompt input prompt in your input function going to be part of your output. So that's what they are actually printing over here, but they are collecting the actual input over here, right? So if you don't do this, then basically your output also going to appear in front of that, kind of misleading. Okay, so that's why I did that. So let's do it for the other number, right? So I'm gonna just put a value there, right? So what was that value? It is 456, right? Okay, so we'll get 654. Okay, all right, any questions?
What is the symbol for floor?
Floor division, is it? It's the integer division. This is the symbol.
Oh,
If it is
that
floor
makes sense.
division,
For sure.
yeah. Flow, there's a flow function, but in math module, but it's still return a floating point number. It's gonna round towards 0.
Sweet.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Oops. Okay. So okay, now let's go to the other question. So in the improvement, right? And this is actually learning opportunity for you guys, because this is the first time that you're gonna encounter the default argument. Okay. All right. So it's saying add another input to convert the parity. Okay. So we call the parity is the sign before a number, right? So basically sign of the return value in this case of the result if the user prefers to, right? So basically, let's say I want to flip this number, I want to flip the sign of it, like let's say 1 2 3, it should return negative 3 2 1. So I simply multiply the output by negative 1, that's it, right? But I want to make the, so basically I want to make the default to positive, so we don't flip the sign. Okay. So say here's what I am going to do, right? So basically I am going to input another parameters, we call it the parity. Okay. And now obviously it's going to complain because I didn't submit that parameter, right? Let's say over here, and then basically we're going to multiply the return value, right, by that parity, right? So times, right, this whole thing. Okay. All right. So now basically we have to input our the parity as well. So we're gonna go over here, and then let's say this is gonna be negative 1, right? So I will get negative 3 to 1. I flip, right? So, and here now you can see that, well, it's complaining because it's expecting, it's a type error. Why it's a type error? Because I have a function that must take two arguments, two parameters, but here I'm only supplying one. So type is now mismatching. So it's a type error. Okay. So, and it's saying that, right, missing one required positional argument parity. So I'm not doing that. Okay. So the question is, so look, the fix is, here's the fix. The problem statement asks to make this one default to positive one. So we are not flipping the sign. Okay. And here's how you do it. One. Okay. So now you can see that the error goes away, because basically this, by doing this, I am saying that if I am not passing that particular input, take the default value as 1. Okay. So default is 1 now. I'm not flipping the sign. It's just 654. Yes.
Is that just the default, so you can change it later, or it's always going to be 1?
Well, in this, as per the problem requirement, this should be that. Otherwise, I'll have a different answer, right? Because it's only the sign, right? Right. So, and then you can see that if I submit anything else, this for this, the only two possible input for this parity is -1 or 1. Anything else would give us a wrong answer. Okay. So, and then we can deal with that later in the class when we learn branching. Okay.
For sure.
But yeah,
So the parity, you're setting it to 1. I mean, that just gives you
the default value. So basically, if I don't submit this, Python will take the, replace this with +1 always. Okay.
But down there, you can print it as -1, and that will give you the spread.
Yeah, so that's not the default value. So if I put default -1, then it's actually going to flip the sign. Yeah. Okay. So the other thing is, yeah. So right. So and then if you want to remember, we already encountered this, right? I mean, this default parameter we already encountered. Can anyone recall? Where did we
Yes,
encounter?
when it was just, we had the regular.
We encountered this from Python itself, if anyone recall. Like, we didn't do, this is our first time doing this by ourselves, right, as a default parameter inside the function, but we encountered this.
Have a hint.
In print, we printed bunch of things in a single line, right? Like, for example, this, right? If I print, right, print let's say 10 comma 20 comma 30, right, you get this, right? So it's because the default separator is actually space. But if you do this, right, sep equals comma, right, and to this, now it's actually comma, right? See that by default it's actually a space, but I actually overridden the default value with the comma now. So this is the same thing that we actually did. Okay. So similar kind of, not exactly same, but similar. So if you check actually print, they actually mention that if you check Python built-ins, all right, built-in functions, yeah, it's a default, this one, right? See that sep equals, right, sep equals this, and remember we also did the end equals, and then these are the default, this is the default value. So we have actually encountered this from Python itself. Okay, but this is our first time doing it by ourselves. Okay, all right, any question? Let's quickly go over the 4 questions, right? So, write statement other than an assignment statement.
Is define a statement?
No.
Use a print.
Nope. Print is a function call, so it's an expression.
Without assignments, there was no import. I did not see anything else.
Yeah, no import.
There.
Yeah, there's another statement type actually. What is it?
You got assignment. You got. What was the question? I mean, you're doing math. Return.
Yeah, return said, yeah, return is, remember guys, we learn return as a statement, right? Like in week 4. Okay, so return is the third type of statement we actually encountered. First encountered assignment statement, then import statement. The third one we encountered was a return statement. Okay, yeah, so return, this is your answer. Okay, all right. Write an operator used and then the respective operands. Okay, give me an example.
Equal sign.
Okay, so then what are the operands?
I think just the variable name and the.
This one and this whole thing, right? All right, the other operands. But I would say, like, there are a lot of operators over here. See, integer division, okay, and what are the operands?
The equal signs, the floors. And
No. Take this as your operator, integer division. What are the operands? That's my question.
3-digit positive integer.
This one and this one. Okay. So based on number of operands, what type of operator is this? Yeah, go ahead. You have it.
I don't know.
You have it.
2. So.
Yeah, 2. So
Say
by what? Binary. Yeah. So it's a binary operator. This is a binary operator, right? Because we have 2 operands. Okay. So those are sometimes, you know, in small interviews they test out those terminology. Okay. So they start with discussion something from that, and then they give you the code to solve, like a problem to solve. Okay. All right. Next question. All right. Write 2 Python reserved word. You know that, right? So def and return. So there are 2 already here. Return is 1, and then this one is 1. We also have if here as well. That also reserved word. Write a formal parameter use. We already discussed that, right? And then the actual parameter. Okay. So this one, what is the answer? I see that some of you guys saying yes to this one, but you guys are not reading my question properly, right? So you have to imagine until now we have done. Okay, so you may have learned for loop already, but you have to, you know, base the question based on what we have done in the class. So the answer is no. Actually, we haven't encountered repetition yet, so it's coming in actually module 10.
Is that because you're saying like that we can't manipulate it? We can't just simply manipulate it, saying like 3 becomes 1 and that's it. We have to use math to isolate.
Yeah. So the thing is, yeah. So imagine that number has any number of digits, and then you don't know how many, right? So then basically how do we do it? So like right here, right? For 3 digits we did this 3 steps, right? For 4 digits you probably have 4 steps to calculate 4 digits for each digit, right? But to n digits we should have n. So how can we write those n? We can, right? There's got to be a automated system, like a repetitive structure facilitated there, right? So we haven't encountered in the class that yet. So answer is no. The reason is we, without knowing that number of digits, and we can write the specific number of lines of code for that. So that's the explanation, and then the solution you suggest is, facilitate iteration, the repetition. And then Python, obviously any programming language has it, right? So we will encounter that later. Okay, so the correct answer is no to both. Okay, and then basically you're going to suggest, okay, well, this is going to be, you have to facilitate for loops. Okay, I mean, the way I'm going, and imagine, like, in the 40s when they design programming languages, they may have first encountered this, right? Okay, well, this is a problem, how do we automate? And they added syntax. So that's what I want you to think in that way as well, because this is a beginner class. Okay, you are yet to encounter repetition. Okay, all right, so okay, let's go to our module. So we finished that. We did compression, right? We don't need to, I mean, you guys can read this thing, these are conceptual topics. Okay, yeah, all right. Maybe we can start that thing. Yeah, so I'm going to, well, guys, one of my attempt is to get synchronized with the other class. So so we're gonna basically, I went kind of, I think, fast in the other class, and then I'm going to slow down this one a little bit. So probably hoping that I can meet in the middle. So what I want you guys to do is open your the programming assignment that you are still doing. So we have 3 already. One is module 4, module 5, and module 6, right? There are 3 programming assignment. Open the one that you are still doing. Okay, and we're going to come and help you guys do it. And if you have done all 3, you can do whatever you want and in the class. Okay, all right. So we 3 gonna come and take a look. Yeah. Okay,
Oh, so where?
open the programming assignments that you are still doing or yet to do. Okay, so starting week 4 we have programming assignment, right? So let's take a look over here, right? I can show you all of this, right? Here's one, the first programming assignment, birthday IO. And then module 5 we have convert to where is that actually, convert units. Okay, and then module 6 we have this Muni ridership. So there are 3. So open the one that you are still doing or yet to do.
Can you just look over this really quick?
Yep.
I'm just curious, like what you personally would say, because
Mhm.
this was my code, and so I have different variable names,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't do like the isolate numbers then multiply. I have the multiplication right here at the end.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just gonna I started your because this was the part that I had trouble with, is like getting this.
Yeah. So, but why you are multiplying? Oh, okay. So I got it. So because it's and then you are
Yeah.
adding them later, right? Okay. So
But you don't want a print statement?
yeah. So that's main program basically. Even though you don't have the
and
name,
That's
that's
the other
actually
thing, is
main
that
program.
I did this
Yeah.
without the prompt. So
Yeah, so-
that's what I need to do
yeah.
right now, is just
So the thing is, you to see the return value. Okay, return is not a function. Okay, so this is wrong. All right, it's actually didn't give you an error, but it's actually wrong. Okay, because it's in Python 2.7, the version 2, return is a function. So they are actually kind of, they are making it backward compatible with Python 2 by not giving you an error.
Right.
But
'Cause
it's
those,
wrong,
Those
yeah.
parentheses were implying math, but you
Yeah.
don't need the parentheses for that math.
Yeah. So this now to see this return value, you have to print the function call. So you are not doing that in the
Sure.
last one. Yeah.
So I don't need this print statement, and then I can just do print function call.
Yeah. So we are doing that also there, right?
Yep.
What tool is this actually? Is it VS Code?
Um, like
Online
Workday.
Python. Okay.
Yeah. So, I can, because I think that this requires.
Yeah.
me to
What
put
are
an
you getting?
input.
Why you are getting that output now?
I'm not putting an input for the number.
Yeah. So you're basically printing the function name itself. So it's an object. So it's actually return. Yeah. 789,987. Okay.
Yeah. So I need to do this in a different, whatever you were using.
Well, now I think you are correct. So it's basically you are doing the same thing I did, right? The you have a little bit less detail because your numbers are not that expressive, right? That's
For sure.
all. But I think this is still enough, right? Hundreds, tens, ones. You are doing so. I figure out each digit first, and then use the formula, right? But you are doing everything in a single line, so this is fine as well.
Right.
Yeah.
But I definitely taking away from the way that you did it is more expressive. Think more expressive.
Yeah, I
and
mean,
think
it's-
super specific. on
yeah,
the meaning of it.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so let's see. Can you? Oh yeah. Okay,
I
there you
was
go.
working on the birthday one,
Birthday one. Okay.
and I tried to emulate.
Did you finish the earlier one? The European format.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I
Okay.
tried to. It
Mhm.
should be here.
Okay.
Professor, which
Yeah.
module is the European numbers one in?
It's the first one.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, module 4.
Okay, so then you're all caught up for the code check assignments then.
Oh, did you do all? Okay.
There's
Did you
just
do?
no points for the fourth one,
Yeah.
but
This one?
Fourth one. Yeah. No, don't practice one. The first programming assignment down below. Down below.
This one?
No, down below.
oh, that
That's the one. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did this one.
one? Okay. And you've gotten 10 points, so you're all good for the programming assignments.
I don't know.
It's in module 4. Yeah.
Now,
Go down. Go down.
this, hold on, guys.
Yeah, this is one I was
Yeah, so
talking
that's
about.
right.
You did that.
Oh, I tried.
Oh, that's what you're doing now?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is like the
Okay. So,
And then, can we take 5?
all right. So you have the first line matching, right? So the rest, like read there, okay? So name error, month is not defined, okay? So basically it's saying that you are using a variable name, but you didn't use the assignment statement to create it, okay? Basically, yeah, you are asking a value, like you are asking a variable to use, but Python don't know what value it is, okay? So let me take a look, okay? So, right, so the month, see that you have first instead of month, but over here, see that in the line I have given, it's month, it's not first. I wonder why you first, second, last, you got
because
that.
I tried to emulate the other one. What was it? Was it the name one?
Yeah, but they are month and oh, the practice one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So basically, you have to change accordingly, right?
Mhm.
So just when I give a practice one, don't copy the whole thing as it is. Just adjust contextually, right?
Mhm.
So this should be month, this should be date, and this should be year. So let's change that because month, date, year, day, right? So those are the.
Okay, sure. Okay, yeah. Thank you.
Okay, let's day. equals, yeah, input again, similar pattern.
And the same, like same.
Yeah, day. Yeah, let's try that and let's see what it is. Yeah. Okay, space. Yeah, all right, so let's try. All right, so you got something, right? So, but the thing is, see that it's now no syntax errors. All right, so program ran, no syntax errors, but there are logical errors. Your output is not matching exactly what you have. So let's take a look second line, right? See month, date, year. That matching month, date, year. But this part, it's probably not matching, right? So why it's not matching, right? Day, you don't have, we don't, I have not that, right? See that you have day, but I don't have that. I only have this whole thing. So what that means is that basically instead of day here, you should take this one, remove this one, you should delete this print statement and put this whole thing in here instead of day. See that right here, right? So it's actually correctly printing month, date, year, right? See month, date, year. So basically you are actually inputting month, date, year, and then month, date, year in there correctly inside input, right? So then for day also, not instead of day, you should have this whole thing as your prompt. Okay, so this whole thing, so that basically you don't need that actually. You copy this and then put it instead of this. Okay, all right, let's remove one of the colon. Yeah, and then remove, yeah, you don't need that line. Yeah, so let's now, yeah, so let's check now. All right, so still we have a problem with the one, I think, if not guess. Oh, so there should not be if not guess. Yeah, so we should not have this, right? So that means what? I think you are,
That's on roof.
yeah, so remove that. Yeah, okay, now, all right, so still the first problem, there's a problem, right? Do you know this? If not guess, and then the solution should go in the next line, right? So see that this is your output from the function, right? So let's go down and fix that. Okay, so what need to happen is basically, so you're calling that, calling this, so we should have right here, right? See that in the output you should have in Europe, that is, right? So let's print that here, because in our function we should basically this entire solution, right? So input all of these, print, basically we can correct this, actually we can remove this line. So that's basically print not last, second, last, right? So print this, print month, date, year, day. So you should correct that. Okay, later on you can do that. So it's step 2, that's it. So translation of step 1 is this. Okay, it's already given to you, and then step 2 is going to be, just print in this, so you can change it accordingly. Okay, so basically right here then, but we still have this, right, in Europe, that is, right? So that means you have to basically print that in here, right? But that part is going to come as in a separate print statement, right? So what you have to do it, print empty one first. Okay, now try it again, try again now. So you will see that see that, so now you get the output like right here, but we are missing only that part, right? So you have to print that, that's it.
So
So in the main, yeah, after this print, yes, another print.
in Europe or
Yeah, that whole thing you can copy paste. Yeah, in Europe, that is,
So we need to figure out what operations we can do on 123 to
uh,
isolate a one,
yeah,
to
quotation.
isolate a two, and to isolate a three, to isolate each of the digits.
Remove that
Because
extra
then
one.
we're gonna bring them
Okay.
back
Oh,
together in
no,
such a way. that
it's
we
removed
get
both actually. There you go.
Okay.
Okay.
This.
This should run actually.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right. So there's a now
Yeah.
this one also correct. Monday. Yeah. Oh, I think the see the
So.
it should be the European format is wrong actually. Monday, 26 March, 1973. So this need to be flipped. Monday. Sorry, Monday should come first. So your plan is wrong actually. Correct the plan. Go to the plan. So you have to print
Okay.
day first, day, date. No, input is fine. Printing, right?
Oh,
Printing. Yeah, input is correct.
Yeah.
Day, date,
Okay.
But for the middle digit, the easiest way to isolate it is actually
and then
like
month, year.
subtract
Yeah.
this and
Yeah. Because now in that order you have to print it here. So no, in the function, correct it. You corrected your plan. Now correct your sorry code. Day, date, and then month, year, right? Month, year. Okay. Yeah. Good. Oh, guys, we are actually taking a break. Okay. Forgot to tell him. All right. So now let's fix that. There's a slight mismatch here and here. Yeah. What is it? Yeah. Okay. This should work now. There you go. All right. Got it?
Yeah.
Right. So basically, pay good attention to what it's actually giving you. So maybe it's the error, syntax error. That means go to the line number and check what it is. So it's giving you, if it is, if there's no syntax error, but if the output is still not matching, then basically you have to go to that check and fix, manipulate the output so that it's actually matching with what I have said. Okay.
Because I was following last Thursdays.
Okay.
And when I was checking it, it was telling me like it cannot read properties.
Yeah. So the reason here is basically you see you are not using turtle in uh, sorry, Python sandbox in turtle mode. That's why.
Okay.
So this is not in turtle mode. So you have to go over here and click here, and it should be modes, turtle mode. Okay. So now go to that code and then copy paste. So that's why the link I have given, start with that actually, because that link is already in turtle mode. So then you will not get it wrong. Just Control A and then Control V. Yeah. Try now. Yeah, there you go. So it's a name error. Blue is not defined. Yeah, blue you are using as a variable, but it should be in quotation, right? Oh, I don't know. But you're not filling, right? Begin fill, end fill. Oh, I don't know. Fill color blue. Go down. Throw random circle. Go up. Is that the same function? Yeah. Fill color blue. Go down. Go down. I think in the call.
So I was. It was trying to make sense. So.
Why it's not filling actually? It's a kind of strange. Okay, go up.
Operator to isolate each one.
Color.
So
Oh.
that was. It was
Oh, you
to
are
make sense.
calling.
And then
Okay, so see that you have same function with same name.
the reason why the last
See,
one is
same name.
in the middle because.
So basically you are overriding this with this now. So you are not coloring in here, right?
To get kind of like.
See the same. Oh no, circles, right? Okay. So I take it back. Circles and circle.
But yeah.
So fill color, begin fill, end fill. go to
Okay.
random
We can like subtract them from this number.
home
And once we do that, we just have
color.
Yeah,
So that's why we do it that way.
okay.
This guy.
She's crazy.
She was tickling me.
Yeah, she's funny. Okay.
Okay, okay.
The challenge is figuring out how to deconstruct the number. and
Yeah.
put it back.
Yeah.
So we're going to deconstruct
Blue, fill color, begin fill, end fill.
how can we get from 123 to 1?
So let's see, go down.
Okay.
123
Circle.
to 3, but without relying on the fact that you know it's 123. Like you can't just say 123 minus 20 because this has to work for any number, right?
By the way, this should be color
Okay.
because this should be color actually. But so let's change it to color because it's a the input we pass. But it's still not drawing though. But you can try it. It's still not drawing though, right? There's something going on.
So to get the
What
one,
is
so I
that?
need to
Go to the all the way
come
top.
up with
Yeah.
like an operator to get the 2 and 3 out of the way, right?
Go down to your code
List out like the operators that
from
we know.
color.
Yeah, because okay, go ahead.
Down, begin fill color. That's strange. I need the second opinion.
So
So those are the 5
these
operators.
are like the math operators.
Let's take a look back, okay? So I think we can watch the video now. Yeah.
What about this one right here, the division into?
Yeah, I don't know. It should color, so why it's not coloring? Begin fill, end fill, correctly use color. Surely, can you take a look? I need second opinion. So the coloring is not working, but I cannot figure out what's the mistake.
RGB?
No, there's no, just plain color. Guys, we're gonna watch that video, okay?
Okay. All right. Okay. So we use 21, 23. So that's how well. Okay.
All right. If you
Explain anything or
Whoa.
yeah, this one. So I just publish it, guys. This is the one. Oh. All right. I think I need to refresh.
division with like division/integer division. Because you're right, we are going to use integer division.
Should be in yeah.
Okay.
This one. Okay. So I'm just publishing it. All right. Just published it. It's in module 7. Okay. So if you have chosen to do the resume project, and this is a good set of advice for you to create your own resume. Okay. So let's take a look. All right, so let's start the problem today. So we have like likely about 35 minutes to do it. All right, so it's this one, reverse a number. Okay, so I just published it. So you guys have a good match right now, the problem that we solved today. So really good match. All right, so basically in this one you're going to reverse a number, a 4-digit number. Okay. All right. All right, so let's start the understanding, and then try to at least get the plan working. Okay. But if you still need help with your programming assignment, we can go and then stop by as well. Okay. All right. So how is it going now?
I think I have to redo it because it's not like
Oh, invalid token.
No, it should be more.
so I'm just gonna do it again. I'm just
Um.
because when I clicked on it, it gave me my previous work.
Oh. Really? Okay. So you do have to then replace everything.
Yeah. So I'm just taking a picture and pasting it.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So, what we still?
You took a picture earlier, right?
Yeah, so first and last, we just do a pretty simple.
Did you? So,
This is the correct one, and I'm just so when I click
but if
on
you
it,
run this one, it's not.
so when I clicked on it again,
Did you need to put that one too?
I clicked on this link here,
Mm-hmm.
like my previous work showed up.
Oh, that means you didn't submit it yet.
You
I wonder why that
So I'm
happened.
just gonna like try it again.
Oh, the reason is you have two places. Yeah. So
But
you had yeah.
I just opened this one.
Yeah, but we did the other one, I guess, right? No, didn't we do the other one? So did it. But this one is correct, right? Now it's correct, right? Okay. So what you need to do is close that one, okay, and submit one more time that one. One more time, submit it.
Okay.
Yeesh. Okay. So what you need to do is, I think you have to reopen. And is it where is it? You can reopen and then copy paste lines.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I was gonna do.
Yeah. Okay. 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 Then cool. Yeah. Because earlier that worked, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Sometimes if you have both open in two different tabs, it may confuse and yeah. So that may have happened there. Yeah. How's it going? Okay. So you are still doing this one? Okay. How is your programming assignments going?
Good. I got some help on
Okay.
the what's it called? Let me go through it. The
So you did the first one, number
Convert.
module 4.1.
I got help on the convert units.
Okay. So did you do the module 4.1?
Module 4. Wait,
the-
module 4. Let's see. Module 4 was one large program. I don't think I did that. I didn't. I think I
No,
did
the
that.
other. I think it has to go. That's SciBook, right?
That's iBook, yeah.
So I want programming assignment. So
Programming assignment.
module 4,
Module 4 is right here. Okay.
European
so,
one.
Which one? Birthday IO.
Can I see the module? Yeah, this is the one. This is the one. Yeah. Go down. Go down. Go down. Go down. Yeah. Open this. Open this. Yes, you did that, right?
That was submitted, yes.
Yeah. Okay. You got 10. Okay.
Okay. And then
So-
module 5.
When did you submit? I think you should get 12, right?
Yeah, it was. I submitted for that one. It was the 5th of February. Yeah, 12, yes. And then
Oh, you have 12. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Got it. Okay. Okay.
and then number 5 is.
So you are doing that now?
I believe so. Let me double check. I think I did convert US.
Convert units. Yeah.
That's the one I just got help on.
Okay.
Yeah, I was submitted, yes.
Okay. So and then you got points. Okay. Okay.
Yes, that was
Cool.
submitted, yes. That was a little
Okay.
later, but yeah.
Okay.
And then number 6.
So let's say our number is like.
Community
4, 5,
ridership.
6,
It
7.
was-
Yeah. Yeah. That's the one. Mhm.
Yes, I completed that one. Yes.
Okay. Cool. Okay. You're basically good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
It was just number 5. I didn't get. I didn't
Okay.
submit, I needed some help on it.
Okay.
So I got that.
How about Scilabs?
Scilabs,
Those also taken
those
care of.
ones I gotta do. I gotta
Okay.
catch up on the Xylabs. I think I'll
Okay.
just do that one right now.
Okay. Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
And you can help as well.
Yes. And then the reverse number planning as well.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. This one. Yep. This particular one. Yep.
Yes.
Do I need to get rid of the 2 and 3 first?
So let me. I can post the code for that one. So I'm gonna post this code.
We're almost there.
Okay. Yeah.
What is it? It's gonna be 2?
Money ridership code. Go
But
this line. I think
Right now
there's
it's 2,
something.
and then 321 is 4.
Yeah. Oh yeah. See that this function it has to be a call, right? Where are the brackets? That's the problem. Yeah.
Okay, so
The brackets are.
Yeah.
the way we broke
And if you
down
let me, can I see that? See that? So when you only print the function name, it gives you something like this, because functions are objects, so it's actually giving you where it's actually stored, the function stored in the memory, and the function name, and it's a function, right? Because it's a function call, but you didn't have record, so you are basically just saying, okay, consider this only as a function object. Okay, so see that it need to have these two inputs given in a bracket, right? So you missed that. Okay.
It's printing though. I don't understand.
So what is it? What's the
No, so,
problem?
like, I'm looking at it, and then
Mhm.
like I got some help from Sean, and then like I'm trying to print the new
Mhm.
number, but it's nothing's
Yeah,
printing.
you can actually remove this one,
Oh,
and then you can add new execution only. And look what I'm going to do. I'm gonna basically, so this is your source code.
Yeah.
This is that.
Yeah.
So we can basically drag it
okay.
and that.
Yeah.
Okay. So all right. So so it's not printing, right? The reason why it's not printing, it's nothing printing over here.
Right, because it's not
Yeah.
a number and new number are different, or it's just
There's something else.
um.
So let's go back to this, and I'm gonna re-click the template I'm giving you.
Sure.
So now compare the template and then the difference between here and here. Take a good look, and then that's answer is there actually. Why it's not printing?
Because there's no main.
Yeah, you're not calling main, right? See, this is the call to main,
Right.
but you only have the definition of main, so you're not using that function.
Call
You are
to-
basically, yeah. So you're not. You're only defining it.
Right.
It's like, you have the bread maker in the room in the kitchen, but nobody's using it.
Right. There's no.
Yeah. So
I see what you're saying.
so yeah, you can copy paste this and it will run.
Okay. I was like, wait a minute. What?